Privacy coins are becoming more and more famous every day. What is so special about them? How will they help you? Watch till the end to know it all. Hey people, welcome to CryptoSafe. In today's video, we will be looking at everything you need to know about privacy coins. But before we start, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and also, we are giving away $20 for a random person who will like this video. At the end of the month, we will announce the winner. Let's get started.
Come on, let's go.
What are privacy coins? For those unfamiliar with privacy coins, they are a type of cryptocurrency that enables private and anonymous blockchain transactions by concealing the origin and destination of transactions. These anonymous cryptocurrencies employ strategies such as masking a user's genuine wallet balance and address, as well as combining several transactions to avoid chain analysis.
It's very nice.
Bitcoin and other non-privacy blockchains allow anybody to observe public addresses and transactions on their network in the spirit of transparency, making it relatively easy to track someone's deposits and withdrawals. Privacy coins, on the other hand, deal with two distinct aspects: anonymity and untraceability. Anonymity conceals the identity of the person making the transaction, while untraceability makes it nearly hard for third parties to retrace the trail of transactions using services like blockchain analysis. Privacy coins use a variety of mechanisms to maintain anonymity and untraceability, the most common of which being stealth addresses, ring signatures, CoinJoin, and ZK snarks. To prevent being traced to a recipient, stealth addresses require the sender to produce a new address for each transaction sent. Monero, one of the most popular privacy coins, employs the dual-key stealth address protocol, which is a variant of stealth address. CoinJoin is a coin mixer that combines transactions from multiple users into a single transaction and then distributes it to the appropriate recipients using new addresses. ZK snarks allow cryptocurrency holders to establish the legality of a transaction without disclosing sensitive information like the parties involved or account balances.
It's understandable.
Why are private coins delisted on some exchanges? The delisting of privacy coins is linked to a country's views on anti-money laundering and counterterrorism financing duties, as well as how it regulates private transactions in response. While privacy-focused cryptocurrency transactions may avoid regulators, centralized exchanges on untraceable cryptocurrencies are within the control of financial regulators. When a regulator prohibits the trading of a particular cryptocurrency within its boundaries, an exchange must immediately cease operations or risk being shut down. In such instances, some cryptocurrency exchanges may choose to cease trade, while others may remove the coin entirely off their site. In recent months, regulators have heightened their scrutiny on privacy coins, prompting some exchanges to delist these untraceable cryptocurrencies in order to avoid regulatory issues. Multiple significant trading platforms, including Bittrex, Coincheck, Coinbase UK, and Shapeshift, have delisted top privacy coins including Dash, Monero, and Zcash as a result of this occurrence. The FATF Standards Recommendation 16 travel rule requirement, which exerts significant pressure on country regulators to ensure that their exchanges or virtual asset service providers disclose user-identifying information with each other while sending funds, was the reason for the delistings.
Goddamn.
A regulator forces compliance by needing their VASPs to meet this obligation when applying for an operating license or registration. Despite these safeguards, some reports suggest that criminals prefer Bitcoin to other privacy coins, despite the latter's lack of privacy characteristics. Advantages of privacy coins. Bitcoin uses encryption to conceal identities and has a public ledger that is open to the world. On the one hand, this is a fantastic construct, but we must examine the consequences. Anyone can examine a public wallet, which includes not only the wallet's balance, but also how much money has been received and paid out, as well as the sender's and receiver's public wallet addresses. Monero makes use of CryptoNote, ring signatures, ring confidential transactions, and stealth addresses, among other features. CryptoNote is an open-source protocol that allows cryptocurrency transactions to be more private. To verify transfers, most traditional cryptocurrencies employ unchangeable signatures, whereas CryptoNote uses ring signatures. Ring signatures are a type of digital signature in which a group of signers forms a ring to sign a transaction. It's comparable to having a shared bank account, except the actual signer isn't recognized. The sender generates a one-time spend key, and the recipient is the only one who can detect and spend the funds using it. The recipient's privacy is protected because all outputs are unlinkable. What would prevent the sender's outputs from being spent twice if they were hidden? Also, how does one confirm that a transaction took place? Every ring signature transaction includes a key image, which is a cryptographic key derived from an output being spent. On the blockchain, each output can only have one key image. It's impossible to tell which output generated which key image based on its cryptographic features. In blockchain, a list of previously created key images is kept, allowing miners to check that outputs were not spent twice. Finally, key pictures enable outputs to be authenticated without having to connect them to the wallet address.
Awesome.
Dash, which has a diluted market worth of $2.9 billion, is another popular privacy coin after Monero. Unlike Monero, there is an 18 million coin maximum supply cap, with around 11 million already mined, making it deflationary. Sending money over the public network is also a possibility. Meanwhile, the private network divides each transaction into numerous smaller denominations and then shuffles wallet addresses with those of other users whose transactions have already been divided to keep them hidden from the public site. With a diluted market worth of $2.2 billion, Zcash is the third most popular privacy coin. Zcash, like Dash, gives users the option of sending private or public transactions. It accomplishes this by employing the ZK-SNARK cryptography technique, which is a sort of zero-knowledge proof. In this system, a user sends money to another user exactly like they would with any other cryptocurrency, but the network transaction data is obscured and hashed and proven to the receiver to protect them from public scrutiny. The coin has a maximum quantity of 21 million and is currently in circulation with roughly 12 million. Takeaway: even if you aren't abusing your funds, you might not want your financial information and activity made public. This gives buyers and sellers that trade in crypto a much more safe feeling, as this is the way transactions will be done in the future. Furthermore, as crypto transactions advance, more people will attempt to intervene in the system, increasing the number of vulnerabilities. Using privacy coins will shield you from all of these dangers to a large extent. So now might be a good moment to switch to privacy coins, as early adopters always benefit the most. We can't move on further without mentioning that all cryptos are subjected to market volatility, and every investment should be brought through, and you should do your due diligence before any investment. With that, we are at the end of the video. What is your thought on Monero? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember to be a part of our family. If you found the video interesting, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you soon. Until then, bye.